Hey family, I'm back. I found out something else. I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Trump is getting rid of that Section 8 and EBT for these people that don't want to get out here and go to work. Your time is up, baby.
So there's been a lot of stuff in the news lately about this SNAP program. I had never heard of SNAP. Apparently they've changed the name of some of the things in the welfare system like EBT and just some of the other terms that people are used to hearing. Personally, I didn't know what SNAP was, but just coming across some of these videos lately, I just wanted to kind of chime in and give my thoughts on it. First of all, I've been saying this for a long time. I think it's about time for them to look at the welfare system and overhaul the entire system. I mean, most of us have known for years that there's a lot of fraud, a lot of craziness going on with this system. People that should have been working. I mean, there's guys I know right now that have lifetime family members that are on welfare that were literally freaking out a few weeks ago when they thought Trump had cut everything off. Personally, I'm glad to see it starting to happen. It's long overdue and it needs to happen. People that can work need to go out and work. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for them.
Just got a letter from DHS. They have cut off my food stamps, cash assistance, disability for me, all 6 of my kids.
They literally cut my food stamp card off. Zero balance. They took everything. I was just at Myers.
See that, like just that right there. I just recently went to the grocery store. This lady's sitting here talking about she's got a cart with $600 worth of stuff in it. It takes nothing to spend $600 in a grocery store right now. And this is money that she's being given. I saw another video recently where this same lady was talking about how she had found out that she had bought a brand new BMW, so they cut off her assistance. I mean, who knows what's true and what's not. What annoys me is that here you got hardworking people like you and me that go out here every day to try to make an honest living. You got people like this that clearly you can tell she's able-bodied. In this other video, she talked about how she has a business or something, a TikTok business. So she's generating revenue. If you can do that, I mean, the only handicap I see is the fact that she's missing some teeth. Other than that, I don't see any other reason why this lady can't go out and work or even work from home. Do something to where she's contributing to society instead of acting like a leech and taking whatever the government's handing out, which, again, I don't think they should be in the first place.
To get some groceries, I had a cart full of groceries, over $600 worth of crap. I went to go slide my car. It's gone. It is all gone. They aren't paying my rent this month. I don't get my disability or my kids' disability in the first. My cash benefits is gone. I had over $10,000 in food stamps and it's...
What do they expect me to do?
Get a job. J-O-B. A jobby job.
So hard. Nobody wants food stamps. Nobody wants to deal with this. People who think that getting food stamps is some kind of wonderful experience. It's not. I don't want to have to get these. I don't want to have to deal with this stuff.
Let me just jump in here real quick. So this particular lady here, there are legitimate people that could use a hand up from the government. Some people disagree. Some people say it should be churches and other organizations that help. And I agree with that as well. But there are people that don't want to be in this position that are. And I have a heart compassion for people that really need help. There are people that are physically not able to work, people that really need the assistance. I think 90% of Americans are probably okay with that. If we can send all this money over to these crazy countries for God knows what they're spending money on, we can take care of the people that need it in this country, not the ones wanting to leech, but the ones that actually need it. Now, I don't know if this lady's story is true, if she really doesn't want to be on welfare, or if it looks legitimate, like she's really upset about the fact that she has to be on welfare. And there's a lot of other variables that go into this. Like she mentions her wishing that she could get her support payments from probably an ex or baby daddy or her husband, or who knows. There's a lot of moving parts. But again, there's no easy answers to this because they've allowed this for so long. It's jacked up just like everything else in our government, but it definitely needs to be addressed. The people that need the help, I'm okay with them getting the help. Again, the leeches need to go. So let me ask, so how many of you are happy that this is going on? I mean, seriously, comment in the comment section. I want to know how many of you are actually glad that this is actually being addressed finally. I know most of you that go out and work hard every day, that know people like this, that have seen people like this, that have people like this in your family, and you're frustrated. You know, I don't know how many times I've been in the store myself and I'm in line getting ready to use my credit card or my debit card, and I see somebody in front of me pay for $400 or $500 worth of groceries with an EBT card. It used to irritate me, especially when it's somebody you know that can work or is even working under the table, living with their boyfriend, and the boyfriend's on welfare, but none of this stuff is reported. Like I said, this whole system needs to be overhauled. Instead of hiring 87 IRS agents, hire 87 agents to go out and look into each and every one of these cases.
It's not easy and it's not fun. I just wish I had the money to pay for food on my own. I wish I did. I wish that my ex would pay their back support. I wish they would pay any support. I wish that people would visit my shop and buy things for me. I wish a million things were different. I wish I didn't lose both of my parents and I wasn't so depressed that I can't even think straight most days. I'm doing my best. I had to come on here and beg people for $20 and have everyone tell me what a piece of shit I am for asking for money. I'm just so sick of it. You know?
Another thing I don't understand either is why people get on social media and they cry into their camera and they I'm sorry, I just can't see myself doing that. I don't get that at all.
Oh, nothing. Just enjoying my bowl of cereal and water because Trump done made an executive order to cut off WIC, food stamps, cash assistance, Section 8, housing, financial aid for the colleges. This man is power tripping.
You know what irritates me about people like this? Black, white, I don't care what race you are, it's a lot of this is what's been ingrained in people. I guarantee you this lady here has probably had a mother or other people in her family that have used this system to live their lives, and it becomes generational, you know, and her mentality is like trying to blame Trump. But I'm sitting here looking at the video. I guarantee you she can go out and work. You know, all last year, all we saw were all these companies trying to hire people, couldn't find people that wanted to work. People want to sit at home and get handouts. I get that. I think that's the human condition to a certain degree. I mean, who doesn't want to sit at home and, you know, go to their mailbox and get a check? I mean, that's why people live for retirement. You know, they can't wait to not have to go to a job. I get it. But the Bible also says too, that a man that does not work shall not eat. Look like these people are eating to me. Now we're going to close on this one, but this lady cracked me up.
Now, how many of y'all have family members, friends, people you know that's been living off Section 8 for 20 years? They rent $3. They don't go to work. Not that they can't go to work. They don't want to go to work. They do have some people that need Section 8. Some people that, you know, medically they can't go to work, or, you know, they just can't physically. I get it. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to these ones that your mama been on Section 8 all her life, and she ripping and running and doing this and doing that, and then you seen she was on Section 8, paid $3 rent, so now you as a young girl, because you done got pregnant and you got a baby, you go run out there and get on Section 8, and you ain't working, and you having child after child after child, and y'all all on Section 8 getting food stamps, $1,000 a month, and no, that's all about to stop. That's who I'm talking to. Okay? Trump said that's enough. So for us people that goes to work, that's working, he said you got to have at least 30 hours. Okay? 30 hours a week to qualify for the program. All right? So most of us that work on a regular basis, 30 hours ain't nothing to us. This is what we do. So guess what? We gonna be the ones walking around in the grocery store with the big baskets, because we deserve it. All these years, they've been letting people with no job. They walking around with 2-3 baskets full of groceries, and us hard-working people, we got a little handheld basket with 2-3 items in there, because that's all we have left out of our check. And they sitting around getting fat food, eating lobsters and shrimp and crabs and all this other good food, and we can't even eat that. And we the ones going to work. So I'm glad Trump didn't flip the switch, baby. So all y'all that's living it up right now, that's able-bodied to go to work, and you're choosing not to go to work, you better get ready. Because, baby, y'all finna get them notices. And them notices gonna come soon. And like he said, real quick. And those of us that go to work, we ought to be able to go and apply for some food stamps and see what it feel like to be able to go in the line and slide a card with pride. Because it's not for the ones that don't have nothing. It's for the ones that's working to have something. It's our turn now, y'all. So I'm telling y'all right now, if you able to go to work, you better get out there and start filling out them applications. If you want to have a place to live, it's time to get up and stop being lazy. Because, baby, this is not the American way no more. Trump said no. And y'all can be mad all you want to.
You know, it's funny just listening to her long, what it was that she was saying. There's so much truth in that. You know, honestly, just what we've seen lately with the Doge and all the fraud and corruption that they've been exposing. You could literally give everybody in this country some sort of a stipend for food. You really could. I mean, my wife and I, it's just me and her. We spend a decent amount of money on groceries and stuff. I can't imagine having a house with 4 or 5 kids, you know what I mean, or people living with you. But in all honesty, if you can give $3,500 to migrants, yes, migrants were getting $3,500 for food. I believe you can give a stipend to probably every single American in this country if you stop sending money over for transgender operas and funding Hamas and the Taliban and, electric vehicles for Venezuelans, all this nonsense that we've been seeing lately. You could definitely do something like this. But just to sum it all up, I'm thankful that it's at least being addressed and that it's being looked at. I mean, I was talking about this 25, 30 years ago. Just tired of seeing the fraud. Because we all know people. Yeah, I gave my buddy $500 worth of food stamps and he gave me a $100 bill. This is the kind of crap that's been going on for years and nobody's cared. I just pray it continues and that the light continues to be shined on all this corruption and fraud and waste. So, as always, I love you guys and I will check you on the next one. Later.